Hi guys, it's Kelly Latavola here, and I'm back with another video for Honeybee Stamps. And today's video is a little bit special because it has to do with a special stamp set. So the stamp set that I used today is called You Are Loved, and Melissa designed it specifically for World Kindness Day, which was November 13th. So I'm a little late in getting to use it, but I definitely wanted to because it's amazing. So there's a bunch of script sentiments, and they say things like, remember, you are not alone, you are important, worthy, loved, amazing, and enough. It's hands down one of the best encouragement sets I have ever come across, and I just absolutely love it. So I decided that I wanted to use the hearts. There's multiple hearts, multiple outline hearts. There's a stripe, of polka dot, and a couple of solids in here. I'm just using the outline ones for my card today, but I wanted to stamp multiple hearts in the shape of a heart. You'll get what I'm saying when I do it. So you saw me using the ruler there, and basically I was just finding the middle of the card. This is how I'm going to get a mostly symmetrical heart. I would have just free-handed it, but I wanted to show you how to get one that's more symmetrical in case you aren't comfortable just free-handing it. So I'm going back in and I'm erasing those lines that I drew. And then I'm very, very lightly going over my pencil marks for my heart, because once I stamp over them, it's going to be very difficult to erase anything that the ink is over. After that, I just got started stamping. So I'm old schooling it with acrylic blocks, and I chose Distress Oxides because they stamp really well. I mean, honestly, for as bad as Distress Inks stamp, Distress Oxides stamp that well. And so I started with just three. I'm doing all colors in the rainbow, and you're going to see them as they come up on screen. But very quickly, I will just tell you, I used abandoned coral, carved pumpkin, fossilized amber, mowed lawn, peacock feathers, salty ocean, and wilted violet. Oh, and picked raspberry, because you know I love that pink. So I just went through, and the first time around, I just stamped three of them because I wasn't sure how full it was going to get. So just, that's it. That's the whole thing. So about the stamp set. So Melissa designed this stamp set specifically for World Kindness Day. But there's something else that goes along with that. If you purchase this stamp set through Honeybee Stamps stores, $5 of the purchase will be donated to a charity, a not-for-profit that is called Rachel's Challenge. And basically this backstory behind Rachel's Challenge is it's the family of a girl named Rachel Joy Scott. And she was the first victim of the Columbine High School shooting. She was sitting outside eating lunch and was killed outside. And after her passing, which obviously the whole thing was a tragedy, but her family has found a way to create a legacy for her and to put take a negative and turn it into a positive, which is amazing. So they started Rachel's Challenge after reading her diary, her journal, things that she had written in there to herself about kindness and being compassionate towards others, and how that is so important. And one of the things that she wrote in there was that if everybody could show a little bit of compassion, that would start a chain reaction. And basically that's their goal with Rachel's Challenge. So they go into schools, they go into businesses, and they tell students or adults, whoever happens to be, participating, about Rachel's story and how to be kind to one another and be compassionate and teach those lessons to these kids, and in a way that really resonates with them, because they're making progress. They're doing really good things. And so when you, like I said, when you purchase this, the stamp set is a $20 price point, and when you purchase it $5, we'll go to Rachel's Challenge to support that. You guys know me, you know I'm all about supporting each other and being kind to people, because you never know what's going on in somebody's life. You really don't. And to have a group that's their goal, that is her family's life goal now, is to teach that kindness and compassion to other people. I mean, it's, at least for the high school programs, they're seeing statistics that they're saving children's lives. And I don't know anything that could be more profound than that. You have these kids who are bullied at school, who are suicidal, especially nowadays with social media. Like when you and so Columbine happened in 1999. I was a freshman in high school, because it was spring of 99. I was a freshman in high school. Yes, I just dated myself. And back then you didn't have social media like you do now. Like if you got into a fight with someone at school, or you didn't get along, or whatever, you went home and you were done with it, at least until the next day. Nowadays with social media, there is no escape from it. These children are bullied at school. They are bullied on social media. After they leave, with today's technology, with the videos, I mean, you guys are watching the same stuff I am. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. And so Rachel's Challenge is really trying to make a difference. And so I would encourage you, if you love the stamp set, to do that. Now, on a completely separate note of just the words that are in the stamp set, I should probably talk about this card a little bit, right? Like a smidge. So pretty much I just stamp them. I let them overlap. I let them do their thing. I just stamped them in the shape of a heart. And then I found a Copic marker to match each one of the colors, and I'm just filling them in because I wanted the background. You could leave them open for sure and it would still be pretty. But I wanted a background that was a little bit more substantial. That's why I'm coloring them in. So anyway, the stamp set. The way that we talk to ourselves, okay, myself included, everybody has a bad day. Everybody has a bad mom day, or bad daughter day, or a bad work day, where you feel like you don't stack up, where you're not enough, where me personally, sometimes I'm like, I don't understand what God's plan is for me. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be learning through my trials, through my struggles. But I know it's all for my good. Some days I feel like I'm not enough. And some days I feel like, I'm alone in that you see all these, pictures, videos of, I call them Facebook families, Facebook moms. And everything just seems perfect in their lives. And I always try to check myself and remember that I'm comparing my bad day to one day in their life. One day. And, at the end of the day, you do the best you can. And when you know better, you do better. So the way that we speak to ourselves internally, I'm not even talking about external, like bullying and things like that, because who are we kidding? That stuff doesn't just go on in high school. Okay. Those people grow up to be adults, and some of them continue that same behavior. But I would just encourage you, as you go, throughout your day, to, when you hear yourself doing those things, saying, to yourself, I'm a bad mom. I am not a good employee. I can't whatever it is, fill in the blank, whatever your blank is, fill it in. And then I would encourage you to stop yourself and change the way that you think about it. Stop yourself and say, today is a bad day, but it'll be better tomorrow, because it always will be. It will always be better tomorrow. Thank God. But then also, as you go forward throughout your day, before you get, and I love a debate. Ooh, child, I love a debate. But before you get onto Facebook and start engaging people in a negative way, or before you leave a negative YouTube comment, or give somebody's video a thumbs down, I would just try to understand that everybody's in different places in their lives, and some days you have good days and some days you have bad days, and maybe you just caught them on a really bad day, and try to give them a little bit of grace and reach out to them with kindness, because we all need it. There are so many there are so many days where I just need a little bit of grace, a little bit of mercy, because I'm not perfect, and I'm sometimes snarky, and I'm short with people, and I have plenty of faults. But thankfully I have people who love me anyway. So once I was done with that, I stamped the sentiment, and then I felt like my heart was a little bit off kilter. So, because my right side was higher than my left, so I just added this little blue one here, to kind of even it out a little bit, and I was much happier with that. This is a super simple card, super simple background, really heavy message. My apologies. And then I just added some glitter to them, because everything's better with glitter. Everything, even, especially an encouragement card. But anyway, so that's it. If you're watching on YouTube, all of the supplies will be linked below. And again, the money goes over to that challenge to help teach our youth about how to be kind and compassionate, and maybe for that kid who doesn't have any support, possibly save their life. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.